So, Mike, 6 weeks to go. How are plans firming up for the show this year?
Yes, 6 weeks to go. It's busy and exciting at this end. It's looking really good. So, as you probably know, we took on 11 halls at the Rye. It looks like we're going to fill all those. There's a few tiny slots left. We have a cut-off date of next Friday, I think, because there's a lot of logistics that planning has to go into tidying it all up.
The conference is running 9th and 10th of September, I think. Give us a quick rundown of your speakers' sessions. What can we expect?
Yeah, so the content program's in 3 parts, really. You've got the 9th and the 10th, which is the paid content program, the conference. And then on the Sunday and the Monday, you've got what we're calling our Change Makers program, which is IBC kind of reaching out to partners to have a bit more breadth to our agenda, apart from just the tech. And I'll tell you a bit about that in a moment. And the commercial content, we've got some stages on the show floor, and that runs all the way through the event. And that's got if you take our showcase theatre, for example, that's got a lot of big players on it, Accenture, AWS, EVS, Google, those kind of companies sort of presenting their vision of tech and where it's going to go.
Is IBC 22 being run effectively how a pre-COVID show would run, or will we still experience things like the touchless bag collection or the perimeter, if I remember, that kept us in?
Yeah, well, currently it's planned to run as a no restrictions pre-COVID event, because that's, as we've always said all the way through, we'll follow the current advice in the city. We can tighten up and change things if we have to. Those scenarios are sort of still in play if we need them to be. But currently there are no restrictions in Amsterdam or across the EU. It's open for business, and we'll be following that.
You've also got the IBC Accelerator Program again. I'll be honest, I can't remember how long that's been running, but can you tell us a bit more about that? I think we spoke to you, or was it was one of your colleagues, I think, about it last year. What you're planning for this year's show with the Accelerator Program?
Yeah, this is the third year that it's run, but we haven't actually yet been able to present any of the results of the projects. Right. So we're really quite excited about that. So basically, what happens is it's a kind of speed dating between tech manufacturers, technology companies, and broadcasters and content companies. Oh. And what happens is anyone can stand up and say, I've got an idea or I've got a problem, who can help me? And then they form into projects, and IBC's role is to facilitate those projects. And we do it quite quickly. So it sort of runs from, April, May time through to September. And it's like putting together a concept and bringing it as far forward as you can. Now, the idea of it is that on the stages at IBC, you'll be able to go along and hear the results of that.
Cool. So Mike, I guess away from the show floor a little bit now, it's pretty public knowledge, I think, that the IBC was criticised last year for the late call on cancelling the show due to COVID, which of course led to many issues with unrecoverable costs and so on for exhibitors and possibly a few visitors as well. Now, we don't want to dwell on the past, but you've got a long way to address these issues, haven't you, in your recently published manifesto?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think first of all, we thought it was important to apologise to all of the people who had lost out, and there was a feeling from some that we could have maybe acted quicker or communicated that better. So I guess the manifesto was a statement of intent, which we're following through and seems to be working. And I guess what happened was we got caught out, like everybody else did, by the Omicron variant and the speed of it. The data changed in 10 days from IBC being absolutely on to absolutely off. And so we wanted to make sure that we didn't repeat that. We wanted to feel like we were more in contact with the sentiment of everybody in the business. So we put together an advisory group of exhibitors, for example, in different geographical areas, and we have a regular meeting. So we get the sentiment of what's happening in each area, and it helps us stay in touch. That's worked really well, actually. In fact, I had a meeting with it this morning. We publish a regular COVID status update to help the industry see where they are with where IBC and the City of Amsterdam is, and what the general sentiment is towards events as we move closer towards the show. So we'll keep that updated. People can find it on the IBC site.
Thank you very much, Mike. Really looking forward to seeing you and everyone over in Amsterdam in September. To register for the show, visit our short link at kitplus.com/IBC.
Yeah, and do also look out for more IBC exhibitor previews coming up. We're going to be doing a 12-hour live stream day on the 1st of September, and we'll be asking over 100 exhibitors why they should come and see you at the show. Should be fun and also very informative, and hopefully, Mike, you'll connect up at some point during the day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.